Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here. Welcome back, you guys, to another Pokemon team builder. Today, we're continuing on Generation 7 Pokemon Sun and Moon with the line of Litten, Torracat, and Incineroar. Now, before we get today's video underway, of course, quick disclaimer before any team build that I do, that this is opinion-based. If you want to change anything about the team, go ahead and do so. I don't want to see comments, oh, but you shouldn't use this because you can use this. This is just what I come up with. This is no means the best team, the greatest team ever, because if it was, it would be full of Mewtwo's and Arceuses and all that good shit. It's just a nice, basic, balanced team for you to use to go through the game. Like I said, it's an in-game team. So one thing I don't use legendaries. I try to avoid trade evolutions best I can. Version exclusives are a bit iffy, but now with the power of Wi-Fi and different things, everything is very obtainable very easily. And this is probably the first generation I was actually able to complete the Pokédex with the Wi-Fi, so it's very possible to get any Pokemon in the game. So just keep that in mind going into it. But yeah, like I said, you can change anything about the team, movesets, natures, the Pokemon themselves. I will say now that, of course, like I said this in the last one, that this generation is very bulky offense. I fucking hate bulky offense, so that's why most of the teams are really fucking slow. Because you try and use mons that haven't really been used before and they're slow as fuck. But with that said, let's get on with the team builder. Alright then, you guys, so first up, of course, we have our boy that is Incineroar, the wrestling Pokemon. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm actually a huge wrestling fan. So I loved Incineroar's design the second I saw him. He's just a badass looking motherfucker. He kind of reminds me of Tiny Tiger as well from the Crash Bandicoot series, which is really cool. I love the Litten line. Everyone loves Torracat for some reason. I thought it was kind of meh. Incineroar is definitely a motherfucking badass. For this, we've gone with a Jolly just to boost up that 60 base speed because his other stats are really solid. 95 HP, 115 base attack, 90 defense, 80 special attack, 90 defense. So his defenses are 90 and 95. This man can take a hit. You boost up his speed to what? With a Jolly nature is going to be about base 70-ish around. With a nature, this thing is just solid all round. Of course, most starter Pokemon are. Darkest Lariat is signature move, of course, giving it its special Z move as well. Flare Blitz, Cross Chop, and Outrage. Flare Blitz is stab, Cross Chop hits hard, gets rid of those rock types as well because they're bastards. And then Outrage, why not? It's a hard hitting dragon type move. It's hard to hit some of the dragons in this game, so it's nice just to be able to go whop and smack the fuck out of some of them. But this guy's move pool is brilliant. It gets hold of some of the elemental punches. I think it gets Iron Head, Leech Life, which is boosted in Gen 7 as well. So its move pool is really, really good. Its hidden ability now is Intimidate as well. So competitively, this thing is brilliant. If you guys have been watching the NSTL, I drafted it. I've not been using it very well. Don't let me using it poorly change your opinion on it. Trust me, it's a brilliant mon. A lot of people wanted it and were very upset when I grabbed it. I'm just not very good at using it. So yeah, it's a very solid mon. In game, it does the job perfectly as a starter Pokemon. It will be the leader of the pack. It will do damage early game. And throughout the game, it will be absolutely solid for you. Like I said, just boost up that speed a little bit. But with this bulky offense, meta as well, it actually outspeeds a lot of things in the main game with the Jolly nature, which is absolutely brilliant. It hits hard, it can take a hit, and it outspeeds a lot of things if you give it a Jolly nature. So it's perfect for in-game. It's our starter mon, of course. It's JBL for me, but for you guys, it is Incineroar. Alright then, you guys, moving on to Pokemon number 2 for the team. We have the Electric Bug Vikavolt. Now, there are some downsides to these, so I'm going to get these out the way first. That is its speed and how to get one. Its speed is only at 43, which I've on Timid Nature, and we're running Agility on it as well. But the big downside is you need a Charge Bug until Pony Island at the end. The way to evolve it's really, really strange. Hopefully, if I remember, I'll link a video in the description to do it. Basically, you need to be in the Vast Pony Canyon just before the Dragon Trial, and basically level it up there to evolve it. It should be around level, I want to say 38 to 42, or around that level if you've been keeping it up with your other mons. But Charge Bug can hold its own throughout the game. It's not a bad thing about once you get that Vikavolt. That base 145 special attack comes into play. Air Slash, Thunderbolt, Bug Buzz, Agility. 1 Agility, you will now double your speed and you will be up there with the fast mons in the game. Bug Buzz hurts, Stab, Thunderbolt hurts, Stab, and Air Slash is just a nice good coverage move to have on it. It's a brilliant mon. I really enjoyed using it. It's one of those mons I feel like that is overlooked. I feel like people's first opinions on it, people think, oh, it's amazing. And then they realise that how to get it and what you have to do with it is kind of annoying. And there are a few other electric types that people would rather use. But for this team, I did go for Vikavolt just because it was that nice little change pace. And that little bit of a challenge to have to use a charge bug throughout the game like that. And it added that little bit of intensity to the game. Because they're already easy enough as it is. So it just added that little extra hardness to it, which I enjoyed. Because it didn't make it too... difficult, but then it was fun to have that mon that, you know, once if you wait and wait and wait, it's finally going to pay off. And Vikavolt's brilliant. Like I said, once you get that speed up, you are literally one-shotting absolutely everything. Super effective move. It is absolutely gone. It's a brilliant mon. I really recommend it if you haven't already. It's a reason why it's a total mon as well, because it hits fucking hard. And it's brilliant. I love its design. Its colouring's amazing. If you want to go for the shiny as well, the shiny's kind of cool. A weird greeny type one. It's probably one of the only green shinies that I actually like. But yeah, it's a great mon. Try it if you want. It is our second team member. It is Vikavolt. Moving on now, you guys, to the third team member. We have the one member of the team that isn't from the region. We needed a solid water type, and everyone loves a good evolution. So we've gone with Vaporeon for our water type this time around. Everyone knows how great this mon is. Surf, Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Toxic, Water Stone to evolve it with, like I said earlier, with the Wi-Fi ability in the game, and I believe there is a Water Stone throughout the game for you guys to find. We've gone with a Calm Nature. This is going to be our special wall, basically because base 95, special defense 130 HP. This guy is going to take any special attack you want for absolute fucking days. Toxic to stall out some mon. Shadow Ball's nice little coverage against ghost types, psychic types. Ice Beam hits those pesky grass types, and everyone loves a good surf. I believe surf's in the game actually. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm looking at this thinking, do we actually get surf in the game, or is that not a thing now? If it's not a thing, then chuck fucking Scold on there or something. I don't know. But when I was doing it, I was thinking, yeah, surf works. Fuck it. So that might be just completely wrong. If it is, my apologies. But yeah, this is going to be our massively special defensive wall. Vaporeon does the job perfectly. We just need a solid water type, and everyone knows how good this thing is. You catch an Eevee quite early on in the game as well. You can get any evolutions you want in the game. Sylveon, just for your fairy type, Umbreon, Espeon, blah 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 blah. You know the rest of them. So it's a solid mon. Everyone loves it. Solid water type. It will do you the absolute finest of work through any gameplay or game through of the game. It's a perfect in-game water type. It's our third team member. It's Vaporeon. Alright, you guys, Pokemon number 4. We have the big fucking cuddly teddy bear, Lotso himself. We've got Bewear. This thing's brilliant in-game. This big-ass motherfucking bear hits like a fucking tank. Hammer on, Bulk Up, Earthquake, Return, Impish Nature. This is a physically defensive Bewear. Literally because Bulk Ups are a thing. To boost your attack and your defense. Return is stab, hits like a absolute fucking truck if it's max happiness. Earthquake's just a hard hitting physical move, and then we've got Hammer Arm as well, which is a stab fighting type. It's going to lower your speed, but like I said, base 60 speed. You're not going to really be worrying about your speed too much. Special attack and special defense aren't the best. Don't touch special attack with this thing, you'd be absolute fucking crazy. Special defense, you're not going to be taking any special attacks very well. Try and avoid those psychics the best you can. Stufful's cute as fuck, and then you get this big ass cuddly teddy bear that just wants to give you a massive hug. I love it shiny as well. It's a golden teddy bear. In game, like I said, this thing really does do well. It's one of the most loved, I'd say, favourable mons coming out of Gen 7. Brilliant idea, brilliant design, normal fighting, which hasn't been seen before, so unique typing as well. Weak to fighting itself, so you don't want to get into a fist fight with many things because it probably will hit you super effective and you may not hit it super effectively back. But yeah, like I said, physically defensive works really well for this thing, especially with like this certain mons that go up against it. Like I said, it is weak to fighting, so having a physically defensive one against those fighting types can be very useful. But 9 times out of 10 you will be smacking them really fucking hard with a return and doing a shit ton of damage. For a fighting type, it does the work perfectly well. As a normal type, just for getting some neutral hits off on things, it does the job really well. Like I said, the speed isn't really going to matter, which is why I've gone Hammer Arm over Brick Break. It does get a lot of coverage as well. Like I said, the moveset, it gets very good coverage, so there may be different movesets that you might want to look into. Like I said, it's completely up to you what you guys want to go for. for any of the mons and any of the movesets. But he's a solid mon. It's our 4th team member. It's the cuddly motherfucker in Bewear. On to the 5th team member now. We have our grass type, and it is Tsareena. I actually have no idea how the fuck to say the name of this mon. I literally just had to put it into Google Translate and see what that thing fucking said. But Tsareena is here, and probably I would say the best grass type coming out of this generation. It's very solid physical attacker, acrobatics, high jump kick, drop kick, U-turn, adamant nature. And stat-wise, it's very overlooked in my opinion. 72 HP and speed, so it's solid speed-wise. 98 in both defenses. Special attack's 50, so you're not going to want to touch that though. But base 120 attack as well. This thing competitively could be a very good scarfer. U-turn, like I say, U-turn, drop kick lowers the opponent's attack as well. High jump kick is a hard-hitting fighting type move. Acrobatics as well, just for a bit of coverage against some grass types. U-turn for some good initiative, and I say stab. Drop kick is very easy to get. The Bounsweet, the Steenie, the only way to evolve it, I can't really fit it into my little box to level up. But basically what that means is you need to level it up while it knows the move Stomp. So Steenie learns the move Stomp, I think around, I want to say around 29, don't quote me on that. It's around that sort of level. And then once you need to learn the move Stomp and then level up, and then you will get a Tsareena. So I don't want loads of people in the comments going, what does level up plus S mean? I've just told you it's level it up with Stomp, or Google is your friend. It's a very solid mon. Like I said, it is probably the best grass type coming out the generations. Lurantis obviously is a funny one, and it's just different ways to look at it. But in my opinion, this is the best grass type that you can get. That's this generation. Like there obviously is grass types you can get from past generations in the game. But in terms of grass types coming out this generation, and if you want to go generation mons exclusive, this is the choice to go for. It's very solid. Its design's brilliant as well. I love its design. It's a very dominating looking female character sort of Pokemon in my opinion, which is good for generate quality rights and stuff like that. It's a solid mon. It's brilliant in game. You should definitely use one if you haven't already. It is Tsareena. Alright then you guys, on to the final team member. We have Palossand. Brilliant fucking mon. Thing's a motherfucking sandcastle for fuck's sake. It's gonna eat your kids. No, but seriously, this thing is actually really, really good as an in-game mon. Its ability in water, I can't never fucking say it. Basically, what it does, I'm fucking terrible today, is it first water type attack. It only takes half the damage from it that it usually would. It gets Earth Power, Giga Drain, Shadow Ball, Shore Up. Shore Up is its unique move that it can restore HP, so it's kind of like Slack Off, but a ground type for Palossand. Shadow Ball is Stab, Earth Power is Stab, and Giga Drain to hit those water types and get a load of HP back. This thing is brilliant in my opinion. Base 100 special attack, base 110 defense as well, so it can take a physical attack really well. The only thing that lets it down is its speed, but it's a sandcastle, so it's not meant to move, is it? 85 HP is decent. Attack, you don't really want to touch. Special defense is average. 75 is decent. Sandygast, I always thought it's cool. The shiny is amazing. It's jet black, so it's like black sand. So it's really, I always thought that was absolutely awesome. Considering it's a ghost type as well, which is absolutely brilliant. I just think it's a very unique and awesome mon, being a sandcastle. I just, you know, it's a region filled with sun and sand and different things, and they just thought, you know what? Let's make a motherfucking sandcastle Pokemon. Why the fuck not? And it's got a little spade in its head that spins around, which is just really fucking cool in my opinion. And then the shells, I don't know. It's just one of those designs that just works really well, and it's a really cool mon. The only downside I'd say is maybe you've got a Sandygast till level 42, but trust me, it is worth it. And in a game where it's not overly that difficult to get the mons and level up and stuff, it's really not that bad. It's definitely a mon that you should try if you haven't already. I love him. I think he's absolutely brilliant. It's our sixth and final team member. It is Palossand. Alright then guys, so that is going to be it for today's team builder. Let's quickly run through the team one more time for you guys real quick. We have got Incineroar, Vikavolt, Vaporeon, Bewear, Tsareena and Palossand. If you have enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button down below for a show support towards the channel and the series. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new around here for more team builders. Check out the playlists in the description. Next up, we will be going through Decidueye for Pokemon Sun and Moon. But with that said, you guys, can't speak anymore. I'm going to get out of here. So, I'll see you guys next time. Peace!